three things that come immediately to mind when you think of organic? What are the three things that organic claims to offer in terms of food quality, shall we say? Anyone? Yeah. Now, I don't think these guys are going to stand here today. Safer. Let's say pure, right? They claim that they're pure. Their food is pure. Sorry, the other one? Yeah. There we go. More nutrition? Man, you're getting your bang for your buck already here. But there's one more they always talk about. Environmentally friendly, sustainable. So what happens is you'll see the Stanford study come out that says, you know what, it's slight increased nutritional benefit, slight benefit on the purity, and then also the Society of Pediatrics came out with a study as well, debunking basically the first two, which really were the big two. I mean, the third one sort of came later. In fact, it came later because these two were getting beat up scientifically. So the organic activists, some of them will actually say, well, we never claimed organic food was purer. Yeah, you did. We never claimed it was more nutritious. Yeah, you did. We always said, they claim, we just said it was more sustainable, which it's not, because you'll spend double the fuel to get the same amount of production out of organics as you go out of regular farming. So in any case, they keep switching. It's like musical chairs, or it's more like, you know, the shell game, which cup has the shell under it, and they just keep switching. So as the Stanford study comes out, or the Journal of Toxicology in England came up with a study last year, which sometimes I think these guys are just all reading like Stanford and the pediatrics. They're all reading the same data, and really they are over and over and over again, because there's not that much data available on organics. Really, there's probably about 150 studies over the last century. So they keep re-looking at the data, and they scratch their heads. And you can imagine the people at Stanford, I mean, they're no friends of big ag. I mean, Stanford's sort of a liberal institution. You'd think they'd sort of try to come out on the side of the organic industry, but they just can't. So study after study recently is disproving a lot of the claims of the organic activists. And yet, the market is growing by leaps and bounds, and you guys are being forced into consensus with them. Why is that? Well, has anyone here ever released farm animals at a school back when they were a kid? Maybe, you know, really funny prank. Anyone? Well, if you ever do, or maybe you're going to give some advice to your grandson or something, some good grandfatherly advice, here's how you do it. You don't just release 3 sheep at the school. You get some red paint. Is she gonna stay up for me? You get some red paint and you number them. Can you guys see these numbers where you're sitting? And you number them, why? Can you see that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, where's 3? Well, if you release these animals in the school, sooner or later they find them. Okay, we got 1, we got 4. The janitor just found 2. Where's 3? They'll spend the rest of the day That's a really good trick. And that's the trick the organic activists are playing on everyone. And I assure you, they could be legitimate. They could. They don't have time for that. They don't have time to be the bottle of 15-year-old scotch, or the Cuban cigar, or the beluga caviar from Siberia. They don't have time. So they just play this shell game, right? And it works. They got nothing. They could, but they don't even care. But they're going to go ahead and force you guys to compromise.